how do we normally start?
Yeah,
Who
y'all gotta
starts, you or
tell
me?
Either one. We go back and forth.
Okay.
Is this like a pivot podcast, like an organized, like, you know what I mean?
I'll just be quiet until
Well,
I'm introduced.
yeah, just wait until
Yeah, okay.
they're introduced.
I apologize.
Y'all just wait, yeah.
Okay.
Who's Fred Taylor? Who's Chan?
I'm Ryan
Ryan
Clark. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming back to Joselyn and Buddy with Love.
We are so excited because we have two of our favorite people here with us today. I'm so excited. We have our daughter Kai and my favorite son Brandon.
Yep.
Welcome. Welcome to the cast. Welcome to the pod, or whatever you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod. You know, we talk about y'all all the time.
We
So
do.
the people get to put a name with a face.
Yep. So today we're going to talk about
What we got today?
we have Brandon and Kai here today because we're going to talk about life as student athletes. Both we have been fortunate enough that we have raised two scholarship college athletes. So we are very thankful for that.
Free ride.
Free ride. Thank you, Jesus. But I want to say, I guess the first thing
I didn't save any money for college.
you invested in gas.
In hotel rooms.
Yes.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
already talked about this one time before.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, we have.
Oh, it's
not.
all good.
We haven't, have we?
529s. You remember we talked
we
about we did not do
did.
529s?
We did. We
What's
did
that?
AAUs
We did
and 707.
What's 529?
529 is
College
it's like a savings college for your college fund.
Mhm, for your
And you
kids.
can only use it for college.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have one of those.
Yeah. So having been, both of you having been a college athlete, currently a collegiate athlete, my first question would be, at what point did you say, I think I want to play sports in college? And at what point did you realize you actually could play sports in college?
What's crazy is I have one for Brandon, one of his plays, before I thought about one of my plays. Brandon made a crazy double play playing baseball.
I remember.
And all the other parents, because didn't understand baseball as much, but I knew that he looked athletic during that play.
That
So
was
I
good.
think it
That was a
like-
good play, right?
But it was like he caught it, threw it, and it was like a just
Natural.
yeah. So I'd say that for baseball. And then the videos of him just hitting it while I was at track practice, hitting the ball.
He was like 3-4 years old then, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I'd say that.
Yeah. So what about for yourself?
Yeah. So the first part was when I knew I could play in college.
No, the first one was, when did you say, I want to be a college athlete?
I don't know, because I was like the guinea pig for y'all. So it was almost like,
But it's not about us. It's about you. At what point did you say, you know what?
I want to
do that.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was playing with Coach Terry and Coach Hicks, playing for Coach Terry and Coach Hicks, and we were going to like the state games and stuff. And then it was all these people cheering and like we asking for autographs. It was like, I want to be asked for an autograph.
Right.
So I'd say when I was, what was that? 8 years old?
Right.
8 years old,
8, 9,
AAU.
somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at what point did you feel like, I could do this? Like you could be the one being asked for an autograph?
I'd say in probably my 7th grade year in middle school, when like Coach East was coming to our games and like they were high
They
school
was
coaches recruiting.
No, Coach East did not recruit you. You
Yeah,
were
yeah.
in the magnet program.
Yes.
You were
yes.
official transfer student.
Yes. So
Let's
I'd
just put
say
that out there.
I
7th
have to clean
grade.
that up real quick.
I'd say 7th grade when I was like, okay. Because I was the runt of the litter always with AAU.
Right.
But I wore like a size 10 shoe.
Yeah.
So I knew I was still going to grow and my hands were huge.
I will never forget that it was like basketball season had just started and we had gone to get Kai basketball shoes. And I swear it was like maybe 2 or 3 practices in. She came, she's like, my feet hurt. And I was like, those shoes better not be too small.
Yeah.
And they were. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So what about you, sir? When did you say you wanted?
I'll say I knew I wanted to play college football or college sports in general. I was watching Todd Gurley at Georgia. I remember I always watched Todd Gurley highlights at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like this every young dude that played football, but always watching Oregon highlights too.
Right.
Like D'Anthony Thomas and all that.
Yeah.
But when I really knew I could is when I got my first offer from Central.
Really?
So when you got so you didn't think you were going to play college football until you got your first offer?
Wow.
No, I'm gonna say that. But like when I really knew like I could was when I got the first offer.
It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoo,
Yeah.
at
That
point
was like
in time.
You like need the
the
validation.
deep breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I always been like invited to the throwing sessions and all that stuff like that with guys that were already going to play. So I mean, I knew I could, but the reassurance, the extra assurance was the offer.
That's valid.
That makes sense.
Shout out Coach Trey Oliver, NCCU.
Colon.
First offer.
Yeah.
That was a very emotional day.
Let's
Oh
talk
my
about it.
God.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
it definitely was.
So where were we?
República Dominicana.
Thank you for doing that. I'm glad she did that.
I don't know if it was there. It was there or Cancun.
No, we
No,
were in
República
DR. The very
Dominicana.
first trip.
DR.
The very first trip.
We were in the DR, and I remember this was the first time they had their own room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
So they had their
Yes.
own room because
Yeah.
Kai was old enough for
Yeah.
them to
To
have
sign
their
off.
own room.
Yeah.
So Kai and Brandon were in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like a building down,
They were one
Mhm.
building over from us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was very cool and,
Yeah.
and refreshing.
That was wild.
Yeah. And we were out on the swim out. I
Right.
think, or we were.
We were.
And they came running down and jumped up from the bushes, right?
Right.
Brandon did.
Brandon, because it started, I think we were about to go to dinner,
Yeah, we was still in the room.
and he got the call, and he was like, oh,
It was a text at first
Right.
because
Yeah.
he texted and he was like, "Yo, Trey Oliver at Central, call me when you get the chance." I was like, "Oh shoot."
and then he like, you know how you lay on the bed and like prop the phone up and you're
Right.
like,
Oh, was I on speaker?
yeah, because
Yeah.
I recorded it.
Right.
Because at first,
Man.
I was like, because you don't never talk on the phone with speaker, so I'm just like this, like,
Right.
and when he said it, I was like, and then we played a very great song after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We hung up. We was lit.
Yeah, had a party
We
in the
having a
room.
party. Yeah.
Y'all came and tell us. And
That's
then they
good.
came running down.
Sprinting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't,
That was
No.
that one.
'Cause-
That was
That was
Hampton.
Hampton. That was Hampton.
because she got
Dang,
both in
yeah.
the same trip.
Yes.
Because he was
that was
running.
a good trip.
I was out on the patio. I just see him running down, and he just did. I think you did this
Yeah.
with your phone.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So let's fast forward to, as Kai said, we were getting ready for dinner when Brandon got the call from Central.
hmm
We're sitting at dinner.
Why is everybody laughing?
Because I could close my eyes and picture it.
We're sitting at dinner because it was like, I want to say maybe like 15, 18 of us had gone to DR together, right?
Yeah.
It's a good number.
We're sitting at the table. And I don't remember, was it you that made the announcement or Brandon?
It was Dad, because he was at the head of the table.
Yeah.
It was Dad, then it was like sister, Brandon, then me.
Okay.
And then Dad made it, and I think you
He
had
made the
read. He
announcement.
made the announcement. Then you had read out the text message from Danny Ward about you being a good father and all that stuff.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I closed my eyes and I literally.
remember
I
that. Yeah, you gotta
completely forgot
and
about
then,
that part.
And then sister was over there like, Mr. B. to him.
Yeah.
And then sister pulled out her phone.
Yeah.
Start
So just so
recording.
everybody knows, they're laughing because my eyes were leaking.
I didn't want to say that part. I
Yeah,
felt like
yeah,
you
you
said
said
that
that.
part.
But it was funny because at first you were like,
He was trying to get it.
Then I just let it go. I just let it go, and it just go.
Then everybody started crying.
I'm sure everyone in the tables around us are like,
What is going on over
Yeah.
there? Somebody
Yeah.
died,
Yeah.
or what happened? But yeah, it was an emotional time.
Such a blessing. Such
Yeah.
a blessing. Yeah. Yeah. Brandon, so Kai said that she first thought that you had what it took to be a college athlete in baseball.
Mhm.
So when did you feel like you pivoted? Because I remember the last summer that we were playing baseball, like you started getting follows for some big
Mhm.
schools on what was then Twitter. what was the thing that made you shift? Or I won't even say shift, because I think you always really you did baseball extremely well. Like they even said, like it's known that several players reclassify now. And they said had Brandon reclassified, that he would have probably been one of the top center fielders in the country.
Top in North Carolina, and probably top 10 in the US.
So explain that a little bit.
I would say the team camaraderie of football, because like being with the Bags national team, everybody was from everywhere. Like I didn't really know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be on the road for 2 weeks at a time, and I'm getting FaceTime calls from the boys in the neighborhood. Like, yo, 7-on-7, this happened. So I would say that was really the pivot, where it was like I could be around the people that I knew, that I grew up with, and like a real like joined together effort kind of.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to reach the same thing, and I knew everybody that was trying to do everything that I was trying to do too.
And I remember they went on a 7-on-7 trip to ECU, and one of your teammates was getting a little look, and he was like, yo, the coaches was like trying to talk to me and asking me, you know, just trying to recruit him. And you was like, bro, I'm missing out. I'm out here playing baseball, and some of my boys is getting opportunities, you know.
Yeah.
I remember that very vivid. He was kind of like, oh, nah, it's not going to work.
So that's a good point, because basketball is very different than football from a recruiting standpoint. So with basketball, most athletes, I don't know from the male side, but females for sure are recruited during the summer, primarily on like the EYBL circuit. So during the summer, you had that opportunity to play in front of several coaches during the summer. Baseball is somewhat similar to basketball, but football doesn't have that.
Right.
Like all you have in football is 7-on-7. So Brandon's recruitment was actually like a little delayed from a football standpoint, I think, because he was, you know, his summers were spent playing baseball.
Yeah, but football is also later. So with women's basketball in general, you know, Kai, you got your first offer the summer going into your freshman year. Eighth grade year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So,
and it was for...
Right, a major school. So University of South Carolina. So they were number 1 in the country, number 1, number 2,
Not
something
then,
like that.
I don't think.
Not then,
They
but
were top 3.
They were well respected.
They were top 3.
well
for
respected.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, but for Brandon, when you're in the 8th grade, they don't. You going over there to the kiddie camp,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the kiddie camp.
The money grab camp.
Right.
Yeah.
So football, you really don't. It probably starts your sophomore year, depending on how big you are.
Yeah.
Like a kid that's huge, his sophomore year, he'll start getting some action. But
now be big and athletic.
But yeah, maybe, I mean, it's some kids that's early in the sophomore year, but for the most part, it's the junior camps that for football. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't behind.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he wasn't getting those experiences that some of the other people were getting because he was
getting them in baseball.
He was getting them in baseball.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So when you think back to like being recruited, going on your visits, was the experience that you saw on your recruiting trip different when you got to State and when you got to Old Dominion?
Why are you looking at me?
I wouldn't say it was very different. I would just say that they weren't revealing they were giving everything in bits and pieces versus giving the whole truth about everything. Like they weren't lying, but it wasn't the full truth. So
sound like parenting.
Yeah, I'd say that for sure.
Yeah.
I say that.
Yeah. What about you?
I have to agree with that. Yeah, I'm that. Yeah.
So you had to agree with what?
Like how you give, it's like the honeymoon phase.
Mm-hmm.
So you show me all
the best of
the best of the best, and then it's like, well, I didn't, what's the calf look like? What did they serve this every day? Like, that type of thing. Like they'll say you get this meal, they serving steaks and all that, but you get steaks every Thursday or every third Thursday of the month or something. Like, it's
the steak, you just don't get it how you thought.
Yeah. So, I mean, not saying that, like Brandon said, they were lying or anything, but it's just you put all the best feet forward but there's still that little limp in the back.
The things where it's like, we're adding this to the facility, but you don't know
Yeah.
that it's 3 years.
Yeah.
Once you're gone, is when it's
Yeah.
gonna
Because
get
they were
over.
supposed to be
said that
building
for
a
state.
dorm.
They were supposed to
Yeah.
build a dorm right
Well,
outside of Case,
Right.
so I
Yeah.
could walk
I remember
to
that.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Has it been built?
No.
Yeah.
So I just want to say
Yeah.
those are big school problems. that they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to, a HBCU, it is what it is.
So speaking of that,
Okay.
you played football at the North Carolina Central University.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say, like, the differences, just seeing the differences with Kai and Brandon versus your experience of playing college sports?
Well, I would say that the thing that all three of us had in common, the schools that we chose wanted us. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, we were a number.
Mm-hmm.
Every school, when I went to Central, it's because, they wanted me. It was we talked about interest versus investment. There was a lot of investment from Central into me versus other schools just saying, hey, just come,
Right.
coming to the house more than once, those
Mhm.
type of things. So for her, I felt like Coach Jean did a great job of showing that investment.
Yeah.
They were at every one of her summer games. They
Sometimes
didn't miss.
several
they didn't miss a
coaches.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for Brandon, same thing for Coach T, who recruited him from ODU. He spent a lot of time. A lot of late night
I was
calls.
like, who is he on the phone with? And I
know-
mean, like, I remember him coming to a game, watching the game, and high school football starts 6, 7
Yes.
o'clock at night.
Yes.
He drove from
back.
Norfolk and drove back.
Drove back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's investment. So
Yeah.
I will say for all of us, the schools that we chose
Mhm.
invested, and it worked out, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
But so my experience was different. I had an HBCU experience. When I went on my official visit, it was during basketball season when they were playing Winston-Salem State.
Mhm.
The gym was lit.
Right.
Parties was crazy.
Mhm.
So it was like that night, all the guys I think everybody on that trip signed.
That's
I'm dead
crazy.
serious. I think everybody on that trip signed.
Mhm.
So it was to the point the next morning when we were doing a one-on-one interviews with Coach Little, I was like, yo, I'm ready. Like, give me the paperwork. They was like, you got to call your mama first. I called my mom like, hey, I'm about to go ahead and lock it in. She was like, all right, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a different experience. I can't speak for theirs,
Mhm.
but I know that they didn't get what I got
Right.
being
Right.
an HBCU.
Yeah.
Now the facilities,
Yeah.
to me, I thought they were amazing.
Because
Now,
that's what you
I thought it was
yeah.
weird that I had to drive to my practice and use my trunk as a locker room, but it didn't matter at the
Mhm.
time. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. So the things that you don't know unless you can't miss what you never had.
Right.
So the calf was jumping. I mean, the calf was good. We had
Yeah.
fried chicken every Wednesday.
And even though your experience was different than Kai's and is different than Brandon's,
Right.
it's like you don't regret your decision
No,
at all.
no, not at all. I had opportunity to do other things if I'd have made some different decisions and, retaking the SAT, and did some things that just me and my mom didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been different, but that wasn't my path. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was meant for me to go there. Both of my parents went there. So I still have great relationships with a lot of those guys that I played with.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, his first offer came from North Carolina Central.
Mhm.
Trey Oliver was my roommate my
Mhm.
freshman year.
Yeah.
So for his first offer to be Central, that was huge. That's probably why I was crying.
Yeah. Father's Day.
Yeah, and it was
Oh,
Father's
it's Father's Day?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But you know what? I will say, and I will commend Trey for this because, I mean, we've been together for a long time. I've known Trey for a long time. Trey did not talk to you at all
Mm-mm.
about Brandon's recruitment. And I love that he stressed that Brandon was being offered because he earned it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was,
Yeah, that was dope.
yeah, that was. Okay, so Kai, pre-NIL was your era.
Yeah. Auntie.
You get right. So you did get a little taste of it on the back end. It was more through like brand ambassador type endorsement type things. But outside looking in, like what do you think about the whole NIL atmosphere as a student? Like if you could put yourself in that space, like what would your thoughts be?
First of all, If I was playing right now, I feel like I would be pretty good, well off in my adulthood post play.
Right.
But I'd say I think they muddied the waters a little bit with NIL. Like, I'm glad that the players are getting money based off of the share, whatever, NCAA, because NCAA makes a lot of money.
For sure, off of these players.
Yes, exactly. But I think I'm kind of torn between that and they earned it in the traditional, like, you need to go to school to get education because you're not gonna be able to play forever.
Right.
So that's where I'm kind of torn at. I think that it would have been better off if it wasn't, you come to school, we pay you X amount. It was like, hey, we have these businesses lined up that can help you, that you could be a brand ambassador. So it's more so a mutual agreement and not just transactional. Like for me, I was going to cryo and just posted on my story and that was it.
Right.
I think that's more beneficial to an athlete than giving an 18-year-old $500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying like, I that's why I said I'm torn. Like if I'm a parent and it's like, oh, my baby is gonna be good, great. To me, I'd rather, if it was like, Kai, you can take $250,000 and then get all these brand stuff, whatever. You can get a cooking joint. What is it called? Tavala Factor. You can get that. You can get cryo, and then you get that on top of it. I probably do that and just take the money because regardless, I'm gonna spend the money on the food, on the treatment, regardless.
So what it sounds like to me is like because the money can be like life changing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But at the same time, the things that you're talking about from like a brand perspective are things that actually, what you just suggested, not to say that it wouldn't be other stuff, but what you're suggesting is things that would actually help contribute to you as an athlete, because you're talking about food and recovery type stuff.
Things that you can buy with the money.
Yeah, I mean, but I much rather, I think kids would be more disciplined in them saying, hey, you get this deal with this company, you can use it to make you a better athlete, than you give them $500,000 and they got to bust down AP and a giant something on their chest.
So here is what I think. I get what you're saying from a brand perspective, being brand ambassadors, because I think that's kind of cool. Like some people, they get cars to drive, they might not have a car, So I think that that's cool. I just wish that there was something implemented that if kids got money, when you get money, that it's required that you have some type of financial literacy type course, that you have somebody that's helping you with your understanding that if they give you a check for $100,000 just for coming to their school, you're going to have to pay taxes on that.
Right.
Like I think that those are the types of things that I really wish would be kind of enforced if, with that.
Because the athlete sees $100,000 and they're like, oh, I can buy this
an 18-year-old,
$80,000 car, and it's like, nah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to set
math
aside.
ain't mathing.
Yeah.
So B, what you think?
Yeah, because
Since you're living it.
Yeah, you living it.
I think it's a great thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I do agree with the financial literacy part of it too, but it's just like the fact that I'm in a good apartment versus being in the dorms, and it's like I'm living how I'm used to living here, but on my own in Virginia at school. That's the part that I enjoy about it. Right. I do think it kind of brings problems with the whole like, what are you really going to school for? Because there's people that just choose certain schools just for the money aspect of it, which I think isn't very smart. But it's like now it's just like it's the nature of the game now, so it's like
So you're saying chase snaps, not bags.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think the NIL affects the locker room?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because like there's guys that feel like they deserve more than some people. In reality, sometimes that might not be the case. So it's guys that. So say there's a freshman coming in, there's a red shirt freshman, a red shirt sophomore, and everyone's in the locker room talking. It's like, how much you getting? And then it's like, if you're not saying how much you getting, they know you above what they've been saying. So it's like now they going back to director football ops for the GM, and it's like, yo, what's up? Like, well, I'm not getting this. Why I deserve this, but he getting this. I feel like it definitely stirs up a lot of envy and jealousy in the locker room.
Tear a team apart.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the thing is like not all schools are created equal. Like people think that, oh, if you group of 5 or you P4, you get all of this money, but there are layers within that too.
Can you explain P4 and group of 5 for our listeners that,
Yes.
you know?
Wait, sorry. Before you say this, I want to say thank y'all because I didn't get the full taste of NIL, but I think that, well, I know that if I was in that, y'all gave us the financial literacy piece to help us navigate it instead of like you set up
Bust
Roth IRA.
downs.
Yeah, like you set up Roth IRAs, like told us about, the LLC stuff. So I just wanted to give y'all's flowers for
Thank
that
you.
before.
Thank you.
Even if we
Appreciate it.
don't understand, we know that we shouldn't do certain things.
Yeah.
If you don't understand why, you know you shouldn't be doing it. So, to answer your question, P4, formerly P5, is the larger conferences, the SECs, ACCs, Big 10, Big 12s. That's the P4. Then you have the group of 5. I think it's now group of 6.
Yeah.
Which is like that mid.
Sunbelt.
Yeah,
American.
still FBS schools.
Right.
Sunbelt, AAC, MAC.
So the budgets in group of 6 are not as big as Power 4.
But
But
there are schools within the group of 6,
that
like
has
there are
some bread.
schools within the group of 4. I'm sorry, Power 4 has more money than
Right.
some other schools.
So you got some P4 schools that don't pay a lot, and you
Mhm.
got some group of 6 schools that do pay a lot.
Yes.
So it's
And
a
it's
mixed
like
bag.
the disparity isn't as great between some of the group of 6
Right.
and the lower P4. So,
Right.
yeah, there's that.
Cool. So NILs.
Yeah.
NIL
So
money.
I do have another question about that though, B, because I know that with Kai there was like social media, we would see stuff, posted, some trending, but not like now. So Brandon, do you think that there's like added pressure to kids to like perform? Because I mean, there are stories of like, a girl missing a shot or the guy at Jackson State that missed, and there are trolls out here that are like death threats. They're
Right.
sending death threats to these kids. Do you think that there's extra pressure because of like all of the additional exposure?
I feel like there is some extra pressure, but at the end of the day, it's like coming along with the NIL, social media has also grown too. So it's like I feel like the trolling that we would get, it's like we're kind of used to it in a sense like that, where we know it comes with what we're getting now.
And I think the trolling and the death threats and all that stuff comes to play because betting is legal. So a lot of these people, they lose the spread, bro.
Yeah.
I lost the spread, and I said I'm never doing. I said I'm never doing it again.
No, I know. I went online the other day. I forgot, it was like the NFL playoff game. I was like, I'm gonna see if I have any money in FanDuel because I probably put like $25 in, and I don't, so I didn't bet.
Yeah, don't bet.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Y'all want to talk about day in the life of a student athlete? Because I think that as student athletes, a lot of times you get a lot of like, you're almost like these little semi-famous people, right? In some instances.
Right.
What does it look like? What is a day in the life?
Oh, okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Sure.
day in the life.
All right. So,
Well, just pause.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about day in the life freshman Kai or later in her career?
I'm going later in the career because freshman, that doesn't count. I still have 4 years after freshman. So so freshman. So for basketball, we do, we split it because we share rentals with wrestling, gymnastics, volleyball. So in the fall, we start at 9 a.m. That was the practice, but the block was from 9 to 12 or like 8 to 12. When I was playing, I needed treatment in prehab. So I would get to rentals at like 7, do all my hot tub, whatever, stretching, foam rolling, and then get up shots with either Coach Hill or either Coach Simon. Was my sophomore year, I believe. Yeah, Coach Simon was my sophomore year. So I do that like 30 minutes before practice. Stretching starts at 8:45, so I'll be upstairs by 8:15. Practice starts, or stretching starts at 8:45. Actual practice starts at 9. Go from 9 to however Coach Moore decided he wanted it to be. But that cutoff was 12 o'clock. So whether between 9 and 12, we watched film. We were in the weight room and we had practice. So if we act right in practice, it was a quick hour and a half, 30-minute film, 30-minute lift. I did have one year where I had a class at 12:50.
Oh, wow.
So
You had to get it.
I had to get it. That's how I know how to take quick and efficient showers. And I forgot what the app was called. Similar to Grubhub, like pickup. And I'd order my food as soon as I got downstairs. I'd shower because it would take forever. Because I was like the lunchtime rush. That I was pre-COVID, so I had in-person classes. And so I had at least 2 in-person classes each day. And by then I'd be done by like 4:15. From the 12:50, you got, depending on how you set it up, time in between. 4:15 I was done. And then you still got study hall. So the calf opened at 5. So I'd walk from class to case, eat, and then you have to have a certain amount of hours. I think it was 8 hours each week in study hall. So it's then when the season started, you gotta plan it out because you're gonna be traveling.
But you still need that 8 hours.
But you still gotta have 8 hours. So why are you laughing for? So you still gotta have your 8 hours. So just planning that out. I could be in case for 2-3 hours one day or 1 hour one day, just depend on. So you got tutoring, you got mentoring, and you got your
So what time
study
you get
time.
home?
If I was shooting extra or working out with Cookie, Cookie would come and work me out, whether it was before his shift because he worked nights, whether it was before his shift or early. So I'd say like probably 8-ish.
So you're talking 12,
9.
13-hour day.
Yeah, and then I get home and it's like I gotta wake up and
Do it all over again.
do it all over again. And I haven't packed to travel nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
haven't
you
even
have
gotten
2
on the plane
games.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. What about you, sir?
Had a lift at 8 o'clock.
No. Let's talk about when you first got to
Freshman
Louisiana.
year?
Yes.
Freshman year, scout team. Tuesdays and Thursdays, had lift at 6:30 in the morning. Then I had one in-person class. It was a group class. English, all the football players were in it. I think it was like 17 people in the
that
class
should be illegal.
and 14 were football players. So I'll have that class. Then I'll go back to the facility. So freshman year, I was with Coach T. Coach T would have me come up and watch the practice from before and the practice script for the current day, then report back to him with notes and questions. So I would do that, go back down to the locker room or weight room, get something to eat, go to a team meeting. Team meetings at 12:15. Then after that, we break off into special teams meeting, and then we got indie meetings. So I'm back with Coach T. After that, we're on the field 2:15. Pre-practice drive-through starts at 2:20. Practice actually starts around 2:45. Then practice ends at 4:30. Then we have mandatory meal afterwards. Then we have to come back and watch film. So I have to come back and watch film again with Coach T. And then I would get home around, I would say again, 8 o'clock.
So 13-hour day again.
Yeah, I forgot we also had mandatory breakfast.
And then academically, freshman had an hour of study hall on Mondays and Wednesdays. So yeah, Monday and Wednesday, I had study hall, and then I had to sign out by 8 o'clock every day. All showing all my schoolwork was done.
And then you got happy because my boy started traveling.
Yeah. So I started traveling. I think I had like 2 or 3 more weeks of the 6:30 lift, but after that I got moved to 8 o'clock lift. And then really the day just continued as that. I have class, report to Coach T.
So just a later start.
Yeah, later start. Yeah.
That's a long day.
That's a long day. And I don't know that, I mean, like I think people realize that these athletes are putting in a lot,
Right.
but I don't know that to like hear all of that. You talked about prehab. When did you realize that recovery was just as important as like your performance on the court or like practice?
So you know what it really started? When I was in high school, and a wise man always said, "How your body feel?" Yeah. How your body feel?
We can give a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Dwayne Washington. For always that question kind of every time he saw me was just like,
would trigger you.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I need to
like,
do
take care,
something.
yeah.
So it started in high school. I was wearing ice on my knees when I come after the games. I was really the only person doing it, I feel like, kind of sort of every so often at Millbrook, but um it's just the little things. Like you don't wanna go into it like I feel good. Well, it's just like academics. If a professor says they have office hours and you have a B or if you have a 90, like at NC State, a 90 was a 3.8 or something. Like it wasn't a 4.0.
Right.
So you use that mindset and you say, well, instead of me feeling like a 90, I could feel like a 95 if I go foam roll before practice. So that's kind of the mindset I had into going into it, and I felt better, of course, because my freshman year, I didn't play. I didn't play.
That seems like a theme.
Yeah. Freshman year, I didn't play.
I remember, I think y'all played at either Virginia Tech or UVA,
Virginia Tech.
and you called and you were like, "Hey, y'all mind meeting me at Reynolds so I can get some shots?"
Yeah, because I just felt like I didn't do nothing, but I just needed some. That's where I got that freshman 15 from, and them Krispy Kreme donuts. It was on P Street. That's too close. um, but yeah, it's I think prehab can do a lot more for someone's body as an athlete than they think it does. It's just the mindset flip. It takes not even 15. It takes 10 minutes to roll out.
So how did that mindset change from your freshman year to your 5th year?
Well, first off, playing my sophomore year, it was due to unfortunate circumstances. 4 people tore their ACL on the team. I think with that, it was like, okay, what's some preventative stuff that I can do? Right. So then I started I had no choice but to play my sophomore year. And I think the mindset that changed was, if this is going to be something that I need to play 38, 39, 40 minutes out of 40 minutes, then I need to be okay to do that. Right. I think LeBron James, but he spends like $1 million a year on his body. Seeing professionals doing it is like, okay, well, I want to treat my body like it's a professional, because at the end of the day, this is my job. Right. And if I don't perform, then it wasn't like I wasn't getting NIL on top of it. Like people's scholarships was getting taken if they wasn't performing. So yeah, I think
Times have changed.
Yeah.
Times have changed. I'm you know what?
So right now, if you were playing right now, how much would you be getting a year?
At least $500,000.
Okay. Big dollar.
No, I know my value. I know my value.
What about you? Is there anything that, I know that you've had a few nicks and bruises.
Yeah.
When did you realize the importance of, like, you know what? That is a soft muscle. I should wait a little bit longer.
Honestly, I'm still working on it because I would honestly say I hated the training room at one point in time, like, because I pulled my hamstring at the end of the summer, and I was in the training room every day at 6:30. Then on the field at fall camp, I'm running on the side with Coach Nod the entire practice. Then back in the training room, then in the training room on Saturdays, well, on the off days in fall camp, and then going out and running too, because I have to do the running program. So on the off day, I'm running. So like I feel like that helped me kind of grow a hatred to the training room. But later on in the season, my coach kept stressing me that I needed to get in and do prehab stuff because I've always been a tight athlete. Yeah. So like I had a sciatica, I would say, tweak, and then from that point on, my coach was checking in with the training staff. Hey, did Crutch come stretch today? Crutch come stretch today?
Shout out to Coach Reed.
Yeah, shout out Coach Reed. I'll have to go in the training room and stretch, and then I might get a random text where he's in the weight room getting a snack. I need to go in there and stretch on the green band or roll out too in front of him. I feel like it's definitely still a work in progress, but I can say that the days that I did stretch or the weeks that I was consistent in the stretching, I felt a lot better at practice. Right. And I feel like that led to better games overall too.
That's good. That's growth.
Yeah.
That's growth for sure.
So how do we build on top of that so that that becomes the norm?
I came up with the schedule for when I'm going to go into the training room, a baseline schedule.
Gotcha. Basically.
Okay.
Anything on top of that is bonus.
That's big time growth. Yeah, that's
it
big
is.
time growth.
It
Yeah.
definitely is.
We chuckled a little bit when we talked about both of you as freshmen. Because my husband played and started as a
Yeah,
freshman.
I started as a freshman after my third game. I
That's what's
started
up.
as a freshman.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, let's talk about expectations. But you go from, in high school. I mean, I will say, for one, basketball is different
It
because
is.
it's not as many people playing at one time. I will also say that Millbrook has kind of a legacy, a tradition of, in previous years, especially having very strong women's basketball programs. So you won a state championship at Millbrook. When you graduated, all the seniors signed national letters of intent to play basketball. That doesn't happen at a lot of regular high schools,
Yeah,
right?
it's not normal.
Yeah, it's not normal. So you go from being one of the top players, play all the minutes,
Yeah.
to playing none of the minutes.
Right. ESPN 4-star.
Was
Top
I 4-star?
100. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Top 100.
Mm-hmm.
Freshman year.
I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't, like you said, always being that person. There was times at AAU where that wasn't the case, but I didn't really know how to switch into that sixth gear. Like how we've all had situations where the coaches say we were too nonchalant.
Right.
I didn't know what not being nonchalant was. It wasn't coming out of the nonchalantness. It was how can I just shift it a little bit where I'm still like a dog, but I can still be myself in my
Right.
chill
Not out of
mannerism.
character.
Yeah, not out of character, but
Right.
still.
But playing fast.
And I thought I was playing very fast. Jimmy John's fast. I thought I was doing great.
Right. But they didn't think so.
Man, there's this one time, again, another very strong core memory. Something happened. I don't know if I turned the ball over, got blocked or whatever in practice. I'm sitting on the far side. They done transitioned down. I just walk off. I start crying.
Oh, wow.
This is my first time hearing
That's
this.
the first time we've
And
heard this story.
Coach Nikki put her hand on my back. She's like, baby, you gotta, it's like, that's when I was
You know when
like.
she gave you the rock? You remember she gave you a rock for your sock or to put in your shoe or
Yes,
something?
yes. So that was like one of the memories where it's like, I got it out. Now I need to lock in. And then we got into ACC play. Like right after that, we got into ACC play as a freshman because I remember against Vanderbilt. It was an away game. It was right before Christmas. It was the first game I didn't play. Y'all gonna laugh at this, but when we had a binder and we watched film. It was the pre-film binder and the post-game binder. Every time I didn't play, I would put a 0 at the top of my sheet. So, but yeah, that was the moment where it was like, okay, perspective. I think my word the next year was perspective. And it was shifting that whole situation, letting it out. And it was like, oh, you want me to be so-and-so from Duke? What'd she do?
Right.
All right, I
So
got
you're saying when you're on the scout team,
That's
they were
where
asking you to be a specific player on the other team.
Yeah, and she a mid-range killer?
Right.
I can do that.
So you just go to work.
She a slasher? She knocked down. I could do that.
Right.
It was to the point where everybody's like, "What happened? Why she don't play like this?" When she herself,
Right.
Because I don't like y'all plays.
Right.
I don't even know the question.
No, you answered it. So
Expectations.
expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand.
You did.
What were your expectations for her coming out?
So expectations for both of them.
Let's start with her. She just finished talking about hers. What were your expectations for
I
her?
wanted her to make sure she got up on time.
Right.
Well, so I wanted both of y'all to make sure y'all was waking up on time because, but Kai was very. If it takes us 25 minutes to get on a good day when all the lights are green to get to Millbrook from our house, she thought that was the time. That's how long it took her to get there.
Right.
So I was concerned about that
Right.
with her. I was concerned about that. I honestly didn't think that she would play a lot. I mean, like, I went into it knowing that we are going to go and we're going to support her as much as we can. If she gets minutes, she gets minutes.
Gotcha.
That's what I thought. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
For Brandon.
Before you start on Brandon,
yeah.
that was not my expectations.
Oh, really?
No.
It wasn't mine either.
I thought she was going to go and play.
I even had.
I thought she was going to go and play. I felt like she just needed to compete to, get some burn. I wasn't expecting her to be a starter. I felt like if she would have did what she was supposed to do in the beginning, that,
maybe she would have.
if she would have learned how to hit that sixth gear a little earlier.
Well, I mean, but if you think about it, it was the same thing. It was like a learning curve,
Right.
because it was the same thing at EYBL. Like when Kai was called to play up on the older team before she was, like senior level or whatever, they were like, hey, we need you to go fast. We need you to go fast. So it was like, I knew that it was a learning curve because the game is faster. You're playing. First of all, Kai was 17 when she left
That's
to
true.
go to college.
couldn't
You
sign
were
her
still having
papers.
to come to state to sign my stuff.
I still had to, she couldn't go to do the doctor stuff herself, So they were like, Kai, we've sent your forms to your mom, So I felt like there was going to be a learning curve, but, we always talk about trusting the process, and your journey is your journey. When she hit the court during ACC tournament time, she was ready.
Right.
Like, I want to say her first game, it was like 8 minutes, 8 points, 8 minutes.
NCAA.
NCAA.
Yeah, against Maryland.
Against Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like had things not happened on the front end of the season, maybe she would not have come
Right.
out.
She needed that adversity.
She needed it. Yeah.
And what about your baby boy over there?
I love him so. He is my baby. But I remember we looked at the
Hold
schedule.
on, let's hear his
Oh,
expectations.
okay. I'm sorry.
Let's hear his expectations.
For you guys, y'all know I'm a very confident person. 'Cause I was expecting to go in and be starting by day 2.
He said day 2.
I'm for real. I think it was you and Jimmy or you and Steve, and it was like, hey, like, y'all play South Carolina first, make sure you're on the bus. And I took that. I was
He
like,
was
y'all are
offended.
playing me.
And Spoon.
He was so upset.
He was
I felt like y'all was being
offended.
He said y'all are disrespecting me.
He did.
And he walked out.
I felt played.
But
I
we
felt
was
played.
dead serious.
Yeah.
And once I got that, I understood.
Yeah.
Because, I definitely understood.
Yeah.
Also, like, even though my expectation wasn't what happened, I was very grateful for my process through everything. Because I went from the bottom up. Like, it wasn't like I wasn't scout for a long time, but I experienced every aspect of going from scout team to playing. Because it was like 6:30 G squad. By week 3, you sitting there like, bro, I'm not trying to do this no more. You in the dorm room talking with all your boys like, bro, we got G squad tomorrow. It's 2:00 in the morning. Y'all still up just because. Just like the switching went off. I don't care no more. Like whatever. To being on the scout field to getting called up to the actual defense field, and I'm like, oh shoot, like
I gotta get my life together.
I went from them to saying, hey, you got cover 3 to drop to, hey, the call so and so, you need to know the rules. He motion Crutch, where you at?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
why are you playing this like this? And it's like, hey, like, slow down.
Right.
Mhm.
I was just playing cover 3 over here. Bro.
Yeah, I wasn't doing all this extra stuff.
Now y'all want me to actually run a defense?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
And you remember at one point Brandon was offense for the defense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just,
I was
That's
scout.
exactly how it
That's
was.
crazy.
So how big was your room your freshman year?
My corner room,
Yeah.
pretty sure it was 10 or 11 dudes,
So it was
including me.
11. Gotcha.
Mhm.
10 or 11.
He was number.
Because we had 2 starters, we had the rotation. I was like 5 or 6.
Not at the beginning.
Oh yeah, no. At the beginning, if we had 11, I was 8 or 9, because the 2 other freshmen was below me at the time. So 9, then 10, 11.
Right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was 9.
Yeah.
My expectations were the same. I didn't think that he was going to play either.
Nah.
I was hopeful that he would travel. But then when you learn all of the other stuff, the business part of
Right.
it's, traveling with the team. It's like, oh, they only take X number of corners.
Right.
It was like, okay, but again, I was grateful for the journey.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. And we know that you didn't have, you thought that he might be humbled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He needed to be. That was a very humbling
Yeah.
experience for him, but it's part of the process.
Yeah,
It was needed for
yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
You had to be humbled, and then break that thing down, and then once you get broke down, it's like, man, and you start grinding, climbing the ladder to try to get back up, and once you get up, you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the part where it's like, dang, is when it's like the first scrimmage in fall camp, and you get thrown in there, and you're doing stuff you did in high school, and it's like, dang, he didn't caught the ball. Dang, he didn't scored. Dang, I got sat down. I'm getting cussed out now. It's like 7 months ago, I was scoring when I did this. But now it's
I was picking that up.
Now I'm on the bench getting cussed out, and everybody all the others, hey, you good, Crutch. Keep your head. But yeah, that's yeah.
So when things aren't going right, like what are y'all doing, or what were you doing to like stay confident, to keep your confidence? Because I think that there is a certain level of confidence that you have to have as a college athlete.
I'll say at some point you gotta realize that, like, at the end of the day it's football, or at the end of the day it's basketball, where it's like, stop worrying about messing up. Play, like, do what you're supposed to do within the defense, but at the same time just be yourself and just have fun playing doing what you was doing as a kid.
It's easy to be a robot.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
It's easy to be a robot because you hear your coach saying, do this, and I want you to do like this. But, the 6'2", 200-pound corner and the 5'10",
Yeah.
175 corner, they're going to do it different ways.
Yeah, they
You know what
are.
I'm saying?
Everybody's built different.
I got this from Kai, though.
The thumbs up.
Yeah. That means leave me alone.
I got you, but leave me alone.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
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 I hear you talking.
What would you say?
I'd say I'm gonna answer the question, but kind of give a testimony in a way. I think I guess you say turning point was with my confidence, and I wasn't playing. It was kind of like the whatever, I don't care, was when y'all started the Bible study here, and like hearing the different, like there was people that were y'all's age, people that were older at the time, 20, 30-year-olds. So like hearing everyone like pour into me, that was, instead of just relying on my abilities that I know I have, let's switch it and say, God gave me these abilities. How can I use it? And my freshman year, my first semester, I got that concussion. With that, then the sophomore year, it was when it was flipped. And I think I had made dean's lists and everything
Right.
that second semester in my freshman year. And I had that really good game against Maryland. So I think being grounded in my faith was where the confidence shift started.
So your freshman year, you just out there.
I was like summer was cool. Summer was a job too, because that was really like 6 a.m. to that was honestly like 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Right.
And like summer was cool because it was more structure to it. Like you saw everyone, and it was like we're all going to this class, we're all going to this tutoring session, and there was no games. It was just working out. So like, yeah, everyone can do, this on a cone,
Right.
and knock down a shot when no one's guarding you. But so it's just like skills work. But then when the lights turned on, and I actually have to drive and do that same joint up into a 6'5" player, things are a little different.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah. So and then me not knowing how to turn on the 6th gear didn't help either.
What would you say is like what was the hardest mental shift for you?
Honestly, like what I was just saying, where the stuff I was doing in high school didn't work. Because it's like my bread and butter things or stuff that's like
Your bread and butter was no good.
Hashtag
My
no
bread and
study.
butter move.
Yeah, like, yeah,
It's
like,
always work.
it won't working. Or it's like stuff where it's like okay, I did it right. I had great coverage and I can't get the ball out. The receiver's still catching the ball. Or it's like I have great coverage, but I went in like 160 and I wasn't really like strong. I wasn't moving other grown man strong. So it's like have good coverage, but the 6'5", 230-pound tight end box me out, catch the ball. And it's like, dang, I'm still getting cussed out.
Mhm.
No one cares that I'm 160. But
They
like,
could
They
care
got
less.
70 pounds on you.
yeah, yeah, so
They could care less.
Yeah.
yeah. But I would say the switch really came from this. Like, bro, I've been playing football since I was 5. So it's like, that was my big confidence switch.
So anything for you think?
So you're asking about like the switch in
The
Yeah.
mental, just
the
the
mental
mental.
switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think basically the same thing I just said. Yeah, that's really it. Like I knew that I could play,
Right.
but it was like how do I put myself in the right position to show them that I can play?
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
was kind
For
of
them to have confidence
for them
in
to
you.
have confidence in me. Cuz honestly, it was like as a freshman, your leash is very short.
Very, very short.
So it's like you said, a 6'2" and a 5'10", they move different.
Right.
But regardless, as a freshman, you can move like they tell you to as a robot, and you still might get cussed
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, you want me to be myself. You want me to move like you want me to move, but I don't have as short as long as a leash. So if I mess up one time and then I don't knock down a shot, go get her.
Go get her.
Yeah, like so it's okay. You give me 2-3 possessions to show you, but it's like, man, what we gonna do with 2-3 possessions? Like, I can't even start. I ain't
Ain't
start
even got
sweating
warm
yet.
yet, dog. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Another
Take
thing too that kind of like almost breaks you down too is when it's like you mess up and you see, in my case, the D coordinator, he either get on me or he looking at my coach like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Who put him out?
Watching him, especially as a freshman, because it's
Right.
like, all right, I'm trying to prove myself. I just got called up to the defensive field. I was over there with the offense. I'm just got called to the defensive field. As soon as I get in, not something bad happens. We're just like, hey, who has contain? I have contain. Like, dang. Or it's like I do something that's not within like the small nitty-gritty details of the defense, and now Coach Tyler's looking at Coach T like, hey, and now my position coach getting the dirty look for
Right.
letting me play.
Right.
I feel that's another part too that kind of like can tear you down in a sense, just seeing the behind the scenes with it.
So how do you separate who you are from how you perform? Because I mean, like the high is great. It's like, woo, Kai, woo, Brandon, but when it's not, how do you separate that? How do you not make that your identity? How do you keep your identity versus your performance being your identity?
I think that that comes with, I think, the support system. Y'all aren't gonna, if I played terrible, y'all not gonna come up to me and be like, good game.
No.
So like, but I think the love behind it, knowing that I played bad, like I know it's either gonna be, it's like, okay, you played bad, you're still gonna give me a hug, you're still gonna give me a kiss, you're still gonna go out to eat, cause you
Oh, nah, you play bad. We
You
ain't
not
eating.
eating.
Yeah,
We'll see
but-
you next week.
yeah. Like I know that y'all are still gonna pour into me, and I think that we were blessed in that. Like some parents are just like, you did this terrible, you did this, and it's like I'm already very tough on myself,
Right.
so I don't necessarily need y'all to be tough on. Like you can still be tough on me, but I don't need to hear it again because I just heard it from my coach.
Right.
So, so I think that part of it, and then like I mean pros don't play great every single game, so it's like I'm not saying I'm comparing myself to a pro, but
But
you
they
have to
get
look
paid
at
for real.
yeah, like you have to look at it like perspective. I'm not getting paid for this. They're getting paid millions for it, and they're going over or
Mhm.
so it's like that type of thing where I have to realize there's gonna be games that I'm not gonna perform like I want to perform, but there's also gonna be games where it's like
Right.
I just did that
Right.
like that. So it's like I think it's the main thing is y'all pouring into us when the negative happens.
I'm gonna agree with Kyle on that, but it's also difficult at times too. Like if y'all aren't there, or it's not like it's stretches where we don't get to see y'all as much or get the support physically is real difficult because we're in the facility more than we're anywhere else. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I have a bad game. It's not my identity, but I have a bad game. I go in on Sunday, I'm still getting cussed out on film. And then
Yeah.
once
They
you
still looking at you sideways.
yeah,
Yeah.
then once you break out the unit film, I still get cussed out again in position film.
Right, right.
And then we go on the field and it's like, hey, Crutch, like
Don't do that. Don't do that ish no more.
now it's like we got corrections. So now the same play I got beat on is the first play back. You better not get beat again because you get cussed out again.
Right.
And they gonna keep on rerunning the play until you get it right and
Right.
keep cussing you out too. So yeah, but definitely the support helps for sure.
So what habits did you have to let go of once you became a college athlete? Were there any? Hitting the snooze, maybe?
No, I still do that.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I wouldn't say like I have any habits that I really had to change, but I had to adjust my habits so that I could keep them habits, but like make it work. You know what I mean? So like,
Make the habits work.
yeah, so it's like if I need to be at the facility at 7:00, we lift at 7:55. Like my alarm will go off at 6:15, so I can snooze and get up at the time.
Right.
So you just had to start your alarm earlier.
Yeah,
Just so you could be in the habit of snoozing.
not even completely that, because I stopped snoozing, but then it gets to a point where it's like I might need to snooze a little bit. But I only snooze once.
Okay.
So yeah, one snooze.
Anything you can think of, Kai?
I'd say I was always like I'd always do my work and study, but I think the studying habit changed because they cap with the textbook. The textbook is not the same thing that's on the test.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even seen one in my textbook.
Wow, you just snitched on
He
yourself.
said it out loud.
Yeah, he just snitched on himself. So I'd say the textbook that whole study thing was just studying.
Mm-hmm.
That was tough.
So what was the habit?
I'd always study, but it's just like changing my study habits.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I tried flashcards, I tried Quizlet, I tried just reading it, I tried recording it and listening to myself, but I'd always study. It's just changing. It was almost depending on the subject, how I
Gotcha.
studied. Yeah. Because in high school, it's just, I might look at it the day before, like, okay, cool.
No studies over here.
No
Nah.
study.
Nah, in his
But
head.
college, especially we had the testing center
Mhm.
where it was like camera here, camera here, camera here, camera on the computer. Like you might have one sheet and the font was like 8. So 5.
That you could have for
Yeah,
the test.
for the test. And I had my sheet with all the stuff from the PowerPoint. None of it was on the test.
Mm.
It's
None
like
of it.
you told me I could bring this piece
Yep.
of paper.
None of it was on the test. So I should study habits.
Where would you say college forced you to grow up the fastest?
You said where?
Yeah, like in what aspect?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like decisions you have to make.
That's a good
Decisions,
one.
and I
Yeah.
would say some habits too. Like I might still do it a little bit, but it's like say let's use the dishes for an example. It's like dishes been there. Like I gotta do the dishes, or
Mhm.
I don't have no fork to use. So it's like it's stuff like that, or it's like how was like one of my chores is cleaning up my room, and now it's like I'm on my own now. No one's gonna tell me to clean up my room, so it's like if my room's not clean, I'm coming back from a bad practice. I'm like, dang, my room not even clean.
I'd say decisions too, because like I'm a people pleaser. Like someone would say, "Hey, let's hang out," and I'd be like, "Okay," and it was like, "No, you have a test tomorrow," or like you have a paper to write. So I'd find myself up at 2:00 in the morning writing a paper, knowing I had to be at Reynolds
Right.
at 7:00. So I'd
Rushing
say,
assignments before 8 for us to get signed out.
yeah. So I'd say decision making too, and like, yeah, and I use the word perspective a lot, but I think that was probably my word for college.
Mm.
Like perspective. Like there's that one person, D3, that wants to play,
Oh yeah. Be in your shoes.
be in
bro.
my
They would
shoes.
love to.
But I'm sitting here like on scout team, like, man, I don't want to do this.
Facts.
But it's like that D3 person would kill to be playing scout team right now. So
Yeah.
I say, yeah, I say
Yeah.
that.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Are there any sacrifices that you would think that people might not realize that you have to make?
Social life.
I feel like that poured over to like being back home too, where it's like before I left, I was always out with the boys doing something.
Always, or the boys were always
Yeah,
here.
but now it's just like, hey, bro, leave me alone.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you, I guess that means like when you are looking at your friends having like a regular college life,
Mhm.
you know, like how is that? Like, how do you feel about that? Because, you know, you have responsibilities at
I couldn't
places
even
you have to
imagine
be.
that.
At first it was like, dang, like I wish I could do this. Or it's like you turn on Snap or Instagram, you see people posting that they at this party or they doing it's like, or they just out having fun in general. And I'm in the facility on Catapult watching film.
Yeah.
But
After getting cussed out.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like earlier it was like, dang, I wish I could, but later on when it's like your tired body's beat down, you might not be performing as well, or you got 6 calls added in for a week, and it's like, hey, like I'm used to being like, nah, I need to chill and do this.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you prefer chilling, having your one thing that you like to do versus going out or doing something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like what I couldn't imagine like a non-athlete. Like, what are you doing for the 8 hours that I'm
Yeah,
It's a lot of
I'm
time.
bored.
Like,
It's a lot of
yeah,
time.
like,
Bored.
what
Because they
are
have
you-
classes and then
That's
said,
it.
That was me. I am her.
It's just I could not imagine like in the off season, like we still had like the little 2-hour workouts and stuff, but it's like I'm just what show am I gonna watch or what I don't know what to do
right.
Yeah.
right now.
With my life.
Yeah, like
So what did you do?
Well, I mean, well, you have to think about, I was into other organizations and stuff,
Mhm.
for one, but we didn't have, like, as a regular student, you don't have a lot of the support, like academic support that athletes have. So a lot of things that I would imagine you guys can take advantage of as athletes in like the academic center or whatever, I had to figure a lot of that out on my own.
Like picking your classes.
Like picking my classes. And let me just say, at NC State, when I went, it was a tracks book. It wasn't you go online and there was a catalog of classes and you have to go and you're like, okay, I need ENG 111. Okay, what are the schedules? So you would have to have like different versions of your schedule because if this section of
not available.
English wasn't
Yeah.
available, your schedule had to shift. So those types of things. And then like learning how to study, like you said, I mean, I was decently smart in high school. I didn't really have to study. So when I got to college, it was like, well, how do you study? I had to figure that out. So I spent a lot of time
So
doing that.
all your free time you spent learning how to study and
No.
figure-
she said she was
I'm
in orange
asking
and
the-
stuff.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
was you was in?
I modeled at State and I worked
She did model.
and I worked.
Yeah, that's another thing.
She worked. That's what I was gonna say. She
Mhm.
worked. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did work.
So I had business to take care. I
Okay.
had to do some, like, you know how you guys like going to the lift and playing on the court and all that stuff. All that stuff that
And
paid
carrying on.
and carrying on that paid for your college. I had to go work
Right.
so that I can pay some bills.
So essentially, the tax, not the tax, but like you were still working, but you had to work. Our work was a different look
Yeah.
than your
Both.
work.
Yeah.
Everybody
But
was working.
everybody
Yeah,
was
everybody
working.
was working.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people didn't work. I don't know what they did, but I would have class and I would go to work. And I remember one year I was so happy because I was able to get all of my classes on Tuesday, Thursday. So I was able to start at like 8:00 and I was done at like 4:45. I had all my classes that one day, but every weekend was a long weekend for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I could work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if I wanted to, all day. So, yeah.
That's a different type of mindset.
Okay, so Kai, you are a tad bit older now.
Shut up.
And how old is she again?
35.
Teenager.
Fine with that.
How did what you needed from us change as you got older?
That's a great question. I'd say the adulting stuff. Like that sounds so just generic, but like my garage door in my disposal, my window broke. Like it's just
Your
like
window broke?
Yeah, first of all, my windows been broke for like
The
It's not broke,
shattered.
it's
You didn't get it fixed
shattered.
yet?
Shattered.
No, because the warranty didn't cover it. We can talk about that. But yeah, and I'd say like before, I think it was a lot of stuff it's always been a suggestion. Whereas now, y'all, it's clicked. I understand that all the suggestions are things that y'all have lived.
Oh yeah.
And it's not just like hey, try this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hey,
Right.
I'm letting you know right now.
We didn't Google it.
Yeah.
We lived it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the adulting side of things now and like finances and everything, like I'm blessed to not have to worry about paying student debt
Mm.
and like having to work a job, set aside money for, to pay that
Loans,
off. Yeah,
yeah.
like I don't have to
That was me.
Yeah.
like I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, the suggestions.
So, Brandon, for you, like your situation is a little different. Kai was essentially home
Mm.
playing, sports, playing basketball, but you are 3-ish hours away. What would you say you need from home? Like, what is the thing that like helps you most?
Like in life or
Life,
football?
football, whatever, because you
Being
are
in
away.
school.
Yeah, being in school, you're away from us. And I mean, we're pretty close family, so
I really don't know. I would say like one thing I know I do a lot is like the random calls home asking for help at school.
Yeah.
But
Do you really need help, or you just want to
no,
talk to your mom?
I be needing it. I be needing it. I be needing it. Especially like with the time crunches and stuff. I be needing it.
Mm.
I wonder why they're time crunches.
I be having a
Them
busy
habits. He
day.
be hitting the snooze.
That
hitting the
one
snooze.
one thing I will say, like, why there is time crunches, so we make objective sheets. We get to pick when our work is due, right? So I did good enough, not due, but like due with academics.
okay.
So like I did good enough my freshman year where I only got to get signed out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll put all my work for Thursday, so I don't have to get signed out on Tuesday, so I can chill on Tuesdays. So it'll be like Monday I'm chilling. That's my off day. Tuesday I'm probably chilling too. So
So you're not doing no work on Monday and Tuesday. Zero.
So Wednesday I'm like, all right, I need to start doing some work. Wednesday practice, it's like, dang, like Wednesday's real third down red zone. It's real taxing mentally. So I might chill Wednesday too. That's why the time crunches come on Thursday.
So
like,
he gave himself one day to do his.
That's crazy.
I give myself one guaranteed day.
Have you thought about changing that?
Yeah.
That's might be a habit to consider.
Yeah, that might be.
Especially when you start getting into your major for
Yeah.
real, then you're gonna have to lock in.
I'm gonna be locked for sure.
Yeah, okay.
I always get it done.
Okay.
This is eating her up. I scanned it.
So now I know when you call, it's like, hey, I need to understand how to do this
Don't
formula
answer the phone.
in Excel on
On
Thursday.
On Thursday.
Excel, we be in there deep. Like everybody that's in Excel or Econ, was it Econ?
It was econ.
Everyone,
It was
I'm in
so
that again this semester too, so you know. But
it was so funny because Brand's like, Mom, I need you to help me because this formula not working. And he was like, I don't understand. And then I hear somebody in the background say, what she say, do?
I'm telling you, we get academics like, yo, did you read over it yet? Bro, I don't get it. I'll read over it. I'll read over it, but hey, bro, who know how to do this? Yeah, it was
They
hard.
didn't teach it though.
It's online class.
See, that's why I don't like online classes.
And
I wish all their classes was in.
So you can read over it, but you're not really being taught it.
Yeah, that's
but you
that
know,
sucks.
the thing is too, when you have a class like that for like Excel specifically, I really feel like they need to put instructions in place for different types of computers. Because like formulas on a Mac,
Right.
I know because I've used only a Mac for so long, but like even when we were, Jed was like, wait a minute, that's not working for me. And I'm like, oh, because he had a PC,
Gotcha.
you have to go back and think about how to do it. And I think that a lot of times it's like this general instructions and they don't take that into consideration, I think. What is something that parents do,
Mhm.
be honest,
Mhm.
even out of love, that it's it's coming from a good place, but it still adds pressure. Be honest. This is a safe space.
What Kai said earlier, the hearing it again. If I'm calling home, like, hey, so-and-so, hey, they tripping.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta, well, are you tripping?
Yeah. Well, what did you do?
Yeah, because we want to hear both sides,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
It's the hearing it again, and at times you just want to hear like, hey, they might be tripping, but hey, you good. Nah.
Mhm.
What did you do? You tripping. That's the part that is.
Oh, you got
I feel like that's directed towards him. That's what it seems like.
The hear it again, I would say it's the hear it again. That's like, all right, bro. Yeah.
You don't need to hear it again. You don't need to hear it twice.
Sometimes I do though, but it's hard to
So how are we supposed to know?
I know.
You gotta gauge it. You gotta. It's the social cues.
No. So I've done a good job because there would be times where we would have to prep for calls, and she'd be like, "Hey, don't be too hard." I'm like, "No, I ain't gonna be hard."
And then
When your voice gets high, that means something's probably.
What he's about to get.
But listen,
Yeah.
so sometimes what y'all don't know, like, especially like it's better when you don't FaceTime, because if we're both in the picture, because if I sense or I start feeling heat, I might look and be like,
Facts.
or I'm
Yeah.
like,
But sometimes the FaceTime, I can see what you're actually, because you can use your work voice sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
when
like
she uses
when
her
I-
work voice, then you know it.
That's you tripping
Nah, or she's the mad. One of the two.
because she's calming herself down.
Nah, because she's trying not to cuss you out.
Okay.
So she used the work voice so that she
So
don't cuss you
that's
out.
why a lot of times the FaceTime is efficient, so we can get the full.
Right, so you can see it.
Yeah, because we're all body language people.
Right.
So if I look at you right now and you just like,
Right. Yeah, I just like to know. It's easy. So you talked about it earlier, the suggestions. So we've been there, done that. So a lot of times, when y'all call the vent, that's cool. We want y'all to call the vent.
mhm.
At the same time, we're not going to condone
Foolery.
poor behavior. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, okay, they did what? Oh, okay. Now, what made them do that? What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
I was late and I missed the coverage and, I shot 3 air balls.
that's never happened.
Oh, like, bruh, you brought this on yourself.
Like, do you hear what you're saying?
Right. You brought this on yourself.
But-
And you mad because they get mad at you?
And I will say this now, both of you will know, I will ride out with you, but I just want to make sure, like, hey, what did you do? Because I don't want to go up in here acting no fool
And be looking a fool.
and be looking a fool.
Right.
But I'll go to bat.
I've witnessed that firsthand.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did you say anything about?
He said what I said earlier, and I'm gonna say that again. Retweeting it.
Retweeting it?
Yeah,
What
I'm
he said.
retweeting it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes they don't want to hear it.
You don't need a
It's like
retweet?
You don't need to
Nah.
echo.
Nah, because it's like I'm calling you because I'm already frustrated.
Sometimes like a call makes you more frustrated. After.
Yes, like sometimes,
I
sometimes
knew I
I-
shouldn't have called.
yeah, and it's like sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta call them because it's like they know me enough to know what to say to calm me down. But you'll call me down, and then it turns into like
Then we call you out.
this schooling lesson lecture
Yeah.
thing.
Then now me and you get to talking over each
And then
other.
yeah, and then after it's almost like after you calm me down, I'm like, okay, all right, thank you, boop boop. boop.
Right. That's all.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
That's it.
What do you think that parents misunderstand the most about college athlete? Is there something that like we just don't get? And I mean, I know Dad was a college athlete, but even I think there's differences now from when he played in college and you. So are there any things that's kind of like lost in translation, you would say?
I feel like it's not a misunderstanding, but like when we call it an event or just anything like in that nature, it's like you're not in the building every day.
Mm.
So it's like I'm portraying something the best I can, but at the same time you're not in the building to really understand like
Right.
what it really is. You know?
Right.
We don't feel the temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can explain to you what's going on, but the tension, you're not in there. I can't explain the tension.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right.
Would you consider yourself a little dramatic at times?
Nah. Well, it depends. And football stuff, no. When it comes to football stuff, no.
I played terrible.
Because that's how we feel. I don't think it's dramatic.
And then and then he'll call us back. When do y'all watch film? On Sunday?
Yeah.
So then he'll call us back Sunday evening, maybe Monday, be like, I watch film and he really won't that bad.
Because look, this is the thing. Like this goes back to y'all aren't in the building, like y'all are on the sideline. So like I might do something. It's like it might not be great, but it's not horrible. I might still get the job done. I'm still getting cussed out. So now it's like, dang, like I'm playing horrible. So I might have a decent game and get cussed out the whole 4 quarters. So that's why I come like, I played terrible. And I look on the film and it's good job here. This is what I want. 2, 1. So what's I getting cussed out for?
So I think the lesson in that is maybe you should listen to what we say after the game when we say, really, you really didn't play that bad.
And then give you examples as to why you played good.
Yeah, that happens quite often. Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back to the dramatic comment. I'll say I might be a little bit dramatic. But at the same time, that's how I be feeling in my heart. I really be feeling it.
You feel all of that, right,
I'm
man?
serious.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dead serious.
I mean, it is what it is. It's cool.
Yeah.
What are things that y'all wish that y'all had done or told us before dropping us off at college?
I thought I did a good job. With you. I feel like I did better with you. With Kai.
Yeah, because we had already had a test run.
Right. We had a test run. And she's a female.
Yeah, it was
So
different.
it was different. You know what I'm saying? So for you, it was like, hey, man, keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
It was easier for him. You
Not
know what I
fair.
mean? So for you, it was different. So I feel like I did a good job, to be honest with you.
I feel like we did a good job with both. I think that the things that we missed were things that we probably didn't realize. Maybe I can't call out anything specifically right now that I can think of, but it's like, oh, I wish I had told
Right.
this,
Yes. A lot of the stuff that we wish we could have told you, it didn't matter if we did, because you had to learn on your own. Like play fast. You know what I'm saying? We told both of y'all that. Like, hey man, this game is faster. From high school to college, it's faster. Everybody's good.
Mhm.
So you got to go out there, catch on to the speed as fast as possible.
Yeah.
We said it, but you had to learn it on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a few things you had to learn on your own. Hey man, make sure you're eating right. Make sure you treat your body right.
Yeah.
Do all that. So we could say it till we blue in the face.
I think because you said that, it made me think of something. Not something to say, but maybe trying to figure out a way that I could have said something differently so that it was received better.
Right.
Like I'm sure there are things and I'm, like, you need to do this. And instead of having that type of approach, there are times that I know that I probably could have said things better that you would have received it better. So, but I mean, I stress with both of y'all the importance of remembering who you were, represent yourself in a way that you want to be represented,
Right.
remain faithful, always seek God first in everything, and call us if you need something anytime.
Right. Yes.
I still stand on that.
Call anytime.
Yeah.
We
You might have to
we don't
call.
mind
You might
paying
have
for
to call
Ubers.
a couple
remember
times
saying all
just in
that.
case.
Yeah. See, did they have Uber back then?
Yeah. She put her
You
car.
don't
I'm not that
Auntie,
old.
Auntie.
Hey,
I'm
you
not
don't
that
mind
old.
paying for Ubers?
Nah, if it's for the right reason. Yeah, if it's for the right reason, I would pay for Uber.
Hey,
I'd much rather pay for an Uber than some other stuff.
correct.
Y'all say I need to get out, so you're saying you'll pay for me to go downtown.
If
From Wake
you
Forest.
need to get back home because you can't drive.
So it's not a round
No,
trip.
I'm not just paying for Ubers.
Oh, okay.
Just for the hell of it.
I just had to. You said you paid
Yeah.
Uber, so I just had to.
When they need to be paid for.
Can you answer the question for us? What is something that you wish that, or that you think parents should tell their kids before they drop them off at school?
I'd say, like, I can't remember who said it, but the trust the process thing. Like, there's those moms that are like, my baby this, my baby. No. Like, it's not, you're very biased to your child. So I'd say that, and then always be an open ear. Cause, like, I know there's different households, like people come from different households and everything. So depending on where you go, whether it's a group of 6 or Power 5, like those experiences are going to be different from how you were treated at home.
Mm-hmm.
So just always be an open ear to that, and then not react. Not saying this is what y'all did, but like not react out of emotion when your baby calls from school and is like, I'm not playing, or I got fussed out, and then they want to automatically call the coach. Like that's not the best way to approach it.
That could hurt. That's gonna hurt the kid too.
What about if I'm in the stadium saying, "Put my baby in"?
No, because that's
We won't care.
no.
Yeah, I would say that as a parent, like you gotta stay grounded in a sense, because it's like I can't be in my feelings and y'all be in y'all feelings too.
Yeah.
Because then now we both in our feelings, and I'm not feeling no better.
Right. That's valid. If you could give one piece of advice to a recruit, what would that be?
Go where they're invested in you and trust the process. Because of course now with NIL, Brandon was saying chase the snaps, not chase the bag, or however he said it. Just go where you're going to be challenged, not just to, like, of course you're going to think that you're going to play, but also look at the depth chart, look at, where you might actually be. And trust the process and just work. I mean, it's not going to be given to you probably how it was in AAU or high school, where you could, do some crazy athletic thing and you look like a superstar. Well, all those people from the top of those teams are now on one team.
Right.
So, yeah.
You got anything?
I would tell my parents, I would say, parents, be patient. Be patient with the process. Support your kid. Buy your own season tickets.
And,
you don't
and some of the away games.
Buy your own season tickets to the home games so your child can do what they want to with their tickets. The home games, they always put you way up top.
No, away games.
Yeah, I'm sorry, away games.
Yeah.
They put you way up top. We got
vertigo,
put
you're in
on. We
trouble.
got put on that you buy your own tickets, even if you got to spend a couple dollars, so you can sit comfortably and see the game.
See the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are little things that really matter.
That's such good advice. Yeah. Brandon?
I would say, like how Kai said, to go where they invest in you, you gotta give the same investment back to the coaches. Because that's not, because I feel that's like the only way that in the long run, that's the only way you get on the field. But like you stress it too. That's how you get your name brought up in the rooms that you don't like know about, that it matters. Yeah. That's how I ended up going from scout to on the defensive field, then onto the bus and stuff like that. So I would say giving them their return on investment.
I want to add on to that. Treat the support staff the same way that you treat your head coach. Because like
Support staff meaning
They carry mad
like
weight.
managers, like actual player managers, or however you want to say it, the equipment people, athletic trainers, because you might go from, hey, throw a bag of ice on your knee, to you want me to you need a massage?
Right.
You like, or hey, I left my socks. Oh, you should have been more responsible with your socks.
Facts.
Here goes some more socks. Like there's just
No questions asked.
Yeah,
Yep.
like just like it's the whole concept of shake the janitor's hand the same way you shake the CEO's hand. So treat everyone with respect.
I would say to the athletes, don't run from competition.
Facts.
Woo!
Because I feel like I have a lot of feelings on that. But I will say I think that a lot of times adversity builds character.
Oh yeah.
Most times adversity builds character if you learn from what it's trying to teach you.
Right.
For the parents, I would say let your kid be the athlete. Like I've seen
Don't
times
live through them.
do not live through them.
That's hard as a parent. That's hard as a
Especially
parent.
when you're up there playing defense.
Yeah,
scoring
that's
while you're
hard
on
as
the
a
field.
parent. That's hard as a parent, but that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, like my time is gone.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
like
have no more snaps.
you don't have any more. Your eligibility has been
It
exhausted.
has.
And I just, I think that it's important to let, Kai's done, to let Brandon experience his experiences. And I just play my part as a
Right.
cheerleader.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you guys
I
for
love
joining
y'all.
us. Thank
This
you
is
for
so
joining
good.
us. Brandon Crutchfield, thank you, sir. Wish you the best of luck going
Yes.
back to school.
Yes.
And
Big
Kai,
junior.
big junior. Well,
That's
he still got to
crazy.
finish his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a sophomore.
I mean, I guess, but yeah,
So academics don't matter? Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
that's not at all what I said.
No books?
No ball.
Correct.
Kai Crutchfield, thank you, ma'am, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We want to thank all of our listeners and our fans. Thank you for watching another episode of Joselyn and Buddy with Love.
Yeah. Please comment.
Vegas.
Please comment, like, and subscribe. Share. Let us know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for topics.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Adios.